And we're inching towards week 1 of the NFL season. But I got to bring this up right now because it involves Jalen Hurts. ESPN, NFL Nation, did a story on some categories rating NFL players. Players got to choose these players anonymously for obvious reasons. So this is a players list of NFL players who were asked to rank the quarterbacks in this league in the following categories. Top 3 current quarterbacks, rookie quarterback who will have the most successful career, most overrated quarterback, most underrated quarterback, and biggest trash-talking quarterback. So, obviously, the top 3 quarterbacks would start off with Patrick Mahomes. Who did they rank second? Lamar Jackson. Who did they rank third? It is not Josh Allen. It is Joe Burrow. You okay with that, Bill?
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow is definitely in my top 5.
He would not be 3? Who would be your 3?
Let me get my list again because I did this before. I want to make sure I give you.
Well, it's got to be Josh Allen.
Wow, I had it. I'm looking at my list. I had
Burrow third.
I had Mahomes 1, Lamar 2, Burrow 3rd, Allen 4, and I had Jalen Hurts at number 5. On this list, it looks like they have Rodgers at 5, Allen at 4.
Second category: which rookie quarterback will have the most successful career? Unanimous. Well, not unanimous. It was fairly close, which is surprising to me. Caleb Williams is 1. Jaden Daniels is 2 in a very close vote. And who was 3?
J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy. That's a little much. Since it was obviously the vote was taken before the season, before he got hurt. So the others consider Michael Penix Jr., who won't play, and Bo Nix, who will start.
But the concerning thing here as an Eagles fan is if Jaden Daniels can play, the Washington Commanders are going to be a tough opponent for the next few seasons. Look what C.J. Stroud did to the Texans.
He's not going to be any good this year. What are you worried about? Who cares about the future?
Who cares about the future? What are you talking about? Who cares about the future?
This quarterback is dynamic enough to be feared? Like you're building your team while they have Jaden Daniels. Like that's supposed to be a threat to you? That can't be a threat.
If you're looking at this, the question was, who will have the most successful career? If Jaden Daniels has a successful career, that's bad news for Eagles fans.
Doesn't mean he's going to be with a team that's better than the Eagles. As long as you keep building your team and you have a franchise quarterback, who cares?
I'd rather them have a bad quarterback.
Let's move on. Who were the top vote getters for the most overrated quarterback in the NFL? Number 1, Josh Allen. Ooh. Number 2, Jalen Hurts. Oh, no.
He's tied for number 2.
He's tied with Tua for number 2. Is that a stunning development? It is to me. The players voted on this. They think he's overrated.
So here's why I'm not concerned, Mike. Look at, in parentheses, the amount of votes. So when you go back to who's the best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes gets 291 first-place votes. In overrated quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts got 10 votes. Josh Allen got 11. So it was spread out pretty evenly amongst all the quarterbacks because even other vote getters, Herbert gets 9. Trevor Lawrence gets 8. Brock Purdy gets 6. So for me, I'm not as concerned about this. And to be overrated means you got to be rated pretty high, doesn't it?
No. No.
You can't be overrated. See, I said that Wawa was overrated. You said, no, it's not, because no one looks at Wawa as being this phenomenal thing.
Right.
So to say Jalen Hurts is overrated, at least that means then some people rate him pretty high.
All right. Most underrated quarterback. There was a lot of ties in this. Purdy and Stafford. What do people love themselves some Stafford? And Kirk Cousins was tied for third with Goff, Jordan Love, and Bryce Young. So Bryce Young?
Bryce Young's-
Underrated quarterback?
Start looking at how they voted underrated and tell it what it means for overrated.
Yeah, maybe they didn't put a lot of thought into it, so maybe that's an out we have here. Biggest trash-talking quarterback.
This surprised me.
Josh Allen talks some trash, apparently. Baker Mayfield, I could see. He's a punk. And Aaron Rodgers talks trash.
You love Aaron Rodgers.
I don't love him. I think he's a nutbag. But he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I don't know how you can look at the guy and go, he stinks, just because he's coming off an Achilles injury.
You look at the top quarterbacks. Where'd they have Aaron Rodgers?
Well, that's foolish to rate him
They had him at
low because
5.
you haven't seen him play off of an injury. That's foolish to say he stinks anymore. All right, there you go. Let's go back to the phones. It's general knowledge.
Oh, one thing about the trash talk. You want a quarterback that talks trash?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it because a quarterback that talks trash has to back it up. And a quarterback that talks trash has to know he's going to get hammered. So if you're, I like the bravado when it comes to that.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
All right.